Hey everybody, thought we would be in class this week and would go over some coding in the Turing coding language, which is on the school computers, but we're not there. So Turing is this coding language. Let me look it up here. I only use it in grade 10. It was written for Ontario schools, high schools, like a long, long time ago. It's written in C++. It's a little bit old school. It's written in 1982. Um, but it's a great language. It was written in C++. It's very lightweight, readable, um, super easy to code in. I think it's better than Python or Java or any of those ones that you might have heard of. And then in grade 11 and 12, we learned C++. The problem is this coding language isn't supported anymore. 2007 was the last time it was released. Um, you could still get it on the internet and download it and use it. It's free. But I'm just gonna show you how to work C++ a little bit. C++ is a coding language. It's the most popular coding language. Look it up if you want in Wikipedia. I would say almost every major program is written in C++, including all games. It's based on the coding language C. C was a coding language written in the 60s or 70s, and it's still used today. Very powerful language, very low level, meaning it lets you really get into the memory of the computer and mess around if you want. And then C++ is just a little bit of an add-on to C, has some more features. It's a little more complicated as well. We're just going to cover the basics, and I'll show you how to get started. So, if you go to the Google Classroom, and click on this link, now it'll only work on a PC computer. If you don't have a PC computer, you're going to have to follow along on the website cpp.sh. This is a website that just lets you code in C++. So maybe I'll post that link as well to the Google Classroom. Can I edit this? Sure. If you don't have a PC. Again, I'm not. They're just little labs. I'm just going to go through them and see if you tried them or checked them off. You should be able to do that on the web or through this link for the advanced coders who really want to try out C++. So what you'll do is you'll click on this link. It's a link to a Google Drive doc that I've sent. Click download. It's a big file. It's 200 megabytes. Okay, hit download anyways, and download it wherever you want. Once you download it, it will be in this zip folder here. I just put mine on my desktop, okay? And what you want to do is you want to right click on that zip folder and hit extract all and hit extract. And then what it'll do is decompress the file. It just kind of shrunk it for downloading it purposes, making it a little smaller. And what you'll be left with is this DEV folder. It stands for development. There's 3 folders inside of that. The first one is Box2D. That's a grade 12. That's a physics engine. The other one is Sfml. That's for grade 11 when we do a lot of graphics. That's a graphics library. And then the other one is called codeblocks, and that is the editor where we type all our code. Kind of like a Notepad++ or something. To get it to run, you just go into codeblocks and you click on CB Launcher. This allows it to run portably, so you don't even have to install anything. It's all been ready to go for you. So if you click on that, it will open up this codeblocks program. Okay. And you'll get some sort of home page like this. It should all be ready to go. You can just hit create a new project here or go file, new project. There are 3 types of projects that I only ever teach. One is console application. That's like the very basic one. Then there's the Sfml project, which is a graphics project. And then the other one is Box2D Sfml, which is the physics engine. You can test these out when you create a new project and pick this option. It'll There's some default code I put in there that'll run some basic stuff. For now, I'm just going to show you console application. Hit go, give it a name. I've got it saved. Yours will probably default to something like this, but make sure it's in a folder that you know where it's going to be saved, and just give it a name. First day or something, whatever you want. Sorry, I got the yawns today. Here's one major problem with running it portably like this. You have to save it somewhere that doesn't have spaces in the folder names. Notice here I got users, DV, desktop, C++, first day. I don't have any folder names with any spaces in them. If you have a folder name with a space in them, maybe just find a better folder. Maybe just save it under a drive or something and make a folder in here called C++ or something. If I tried to save it in this, program space files, or if I found another folder called, I don't have a lot of folders with spaces in them, but for that reason, I don't. It messes up C++. Here's another one, program folders. Anything with a space in it will get messed up because C++ will launch all these commands in the command prompt, and if you have a folder with a space in it, it will get confused and not work. Anyways, I'm going to hit next. I'm going to hit finish. There's my project. Wow, it's empty. No, it's actually not empty. Here's my project called First Day, and there's always just one folder in there called main.cpp. Okay, and there it is. It's got a few lines of code. IOStream is the input-output library. You need that to use commands to spit words onto the screen or get people to type them into the screen. Don't worry about this slide right now. Saves code. Saves coding time. It just stops you from having to write the word std and then colon in front of every little command that you want. It'd be super annoying, especially if you're a beginning programmer. And here it is. This is called the main function of your program. All your code usually goes inside of these little brackets, and the main function always has this return 0, which tells your program to quit, and then you just write your code in here. What do you think COUT does? Well, let's see. It's pronounced cout. This is pronounced end line, and it says hello world. So let's see if I run it. I just press the play button. Actually, I always press the one beside the play button, build and run. It'll run a little command there. Show you what it did. It just writes hello world on the screen. And it returns 0. Wow, amazing. Okay, so there you go. That's how you get started in C++. I'll post a little lab for today, tomorrow, for Wednesday, Thursday. Just little ones where you just check out the code blocks. If you want to get really crazy, you can experiment and look at some of the, like this Box2D project is a template to make physics. I'll just call it something random. Finish. If I, you can have lots of different programs open at the same time too. So because this one is bolded, I know that that's the one that's going to run. And if I look in the code, it's pretty crazy code. There's two files actually, a main.cpp and this one called physics.h. This is all the crazy code that does the physics collisions. And it uses a file called box2d, which is the same engine that Angry Birds is written in. So I just kind of took the code from there and edited it to make it a little more friendly. If I run this, you'll see this is just like the hello world version of physics collision, but it looks really neat. It's just boxes dropping from my mouse and going all over the screen. Okay, so that's kind of built in. And then the other type you can experiment with too. You'll never, I'm not gonna grade you on any of this stuff. But here is the, oh, look at that, I already typed that, magic. Here is the Sfml project, and this is just like your basic graphics project. And it uses this file called Sfml. which is another library I found online that allows you to make graphics. So check those out today, explore around, and I'll post a little lab that you can try as well. Okay, and if you can't get this to work on your PC, if you don't have a PC at home, then like I said, you go to this website here and you can put all your code in there and it'll run it. You just can't do graphics or cool, and then everything comes down at the bottom here. Can't do graphics and you can't do physics or anything like that because it's all web-based, you know. But that's something to try for this week. Be a pretty easy week for us, and then just work on handing in all your projects. Okay. If I go to classwork, I can see that I just got a few more things to mark here, and then we'll be all set. All right. So have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.